Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to show you the beautiful landscape painting which we have here. I did this landscape painting before, and then I'm going to show you a demonstration of the process of this painting today. So it's really nice, colorful, amazing colors in watercolor. So let's go know about the material list. So what we have for our materials, we do have a paper for sure, which is the important part of our watercolor painting. Doesn't matter which brand you go with, it's amazing. All the papers are really good. And just as information, we need to know about the texture of the paper, the weight, and how much cotton it has. So most of the paper, if doesn't mention 100% cotton, it shows that they are 25%. So what does that mean? It means that the paper dries so fast if it's 25%. If it's 100% cotton, so it can keep the water on time for a longer time. The other things is the weight of the paper, which is 300 gram or 140 pound the weight, which is good for watercolor. We have less than this weight, we have more than this. So less than this weight, the paper is really delicate, you need to be careful with that. More than this weight, it's a little bit thick. So the other is a texture. So cold press. Cold press is a texture of the paper. Cold press has lovely texture. I really love this kind of paper. And if you touch it, you can see the little bit texture on your paper. If you don't like texture, you can go with hot press. And if you like more texture, of course, you can go with rough. Rough paper is amazing for texture. So this is about the paper. And if we know that this is a block, so it's a stick on four sides and just a little bit empty spot it is. After we finish the painting, we can remove the paper from the block. So we don't need to tape it all four sides of the paper to the board. But if you go with the paper or with like a notebook kind of watercolor notebook, you need to stick four sides of your paper to the board if we work wet on wet technique, because we don't want the paper bubble it up. Okay, next is our paint. We have tube, like this kind of tube, which is amazing. We can have a palette. My palette have a lid on top, so I can just have it to transfer with myself everywhere when I go to travel everywhere. And then I have my paint around this palette. I can use it the center and even here for mixing the paint. So you can use separate, actually before you can have your paint, make them ready. And we don't need to be worried of watercolor, because watercolor is not same as acrylic. It's not dry and stick to the surface. It's dry now, but with the spray of water, you can make them again fresh. Add on top and make them wet, then you can use it again. So this is about the tube if we work. Some package are like a small peels, so you can use those too, ready to go. You don't need to one by one separately buy the tubes. And the other things we need is brushes. The popular brushes in watercolor are round shape. I love the other brushes to use, like angled, fan brush, filbert, flat brush, but most of the painting that I would love to do is with round shape brush, different sizes, which is amazing. If you have round brush in different size of the large, medium size, and small size, would be amazing to go with. And then we need the cup with the water, napkin or paper towel for clean the brushes. If you have everything, so let's go start our painting. Okay, so for starting our painting, I just need to separate this part, which is the separation of sky from the water part. So I just add the flat horizontal line for the horizon. And that's it. Then we can start to add the paint for sky, and then move down for transfer to the water and the rest. So I just separate. It depends, you would like to have more space for the sky or less. Just one horizontal line. That's it. And then the other things which is important is mixing the colors in our palette. So now it's mixing time. I'm going to start with warm color, which is the yellow, the sky color. I start with the yellow color. Yellow can be permanent yellow, can be cat yellow, which is good. And I'm going to bring just a little drop of water in my yellow color, and then bring the yellow to the center of the palette. Now I would make the orange. If you don't have orange, the primary colors are yellow, red, and blue. So yellow, red give us orange, which is secondary color. Make sure to get a little less red, because red is very strong, can change the value very fast. I put this here, and then I would have pinky tone. For pinky color, I need just a drop of water in my pinky color. Pink can be permanent rose, can be alizarin crimson, can be red rose. With the amount of water, give us pinky tone, which is lighter. Now peachy color. We need same pinky color. Clean the brush and take some yellow in it. It gives us some peachy color. And then we move to purpley color. I have two different purple, which is this one has more blue in it, this one has more red in it. But if you don't have any purple, you can mix red with blue, which are primary colors, and purple is a secondary color. So blue, it can be cobalt. Red, we need the pinky red. Can be alizarin crimson or red rose, and give us a nice purple color. So that's ready for the sky. We need 5 colors to start apply on our sky parts. So I'm going to wash the brush and then wet the paper. So I'm going to wet the paper first. Just the sky part. Make sure, drop of water, bring on a paper. Very well, make the paper completely wet, because we would like to have very smooth sky. So if we take it, oh here, it shows when it's shiny, oh wow, that's perfect. When it's shiny, it shows that this is really, really wet. And then we are going to start with yellow, the pure yellow from the center, and then become a little bit higher. Not much. And then we have always napkin. Move on with the orange around it. Our orange need more red to add. And just try to add more orange around the yellow. Not completely be yellow. Okay. And then we move to peachy color at the same time. Gradually we move with warm color to the light color. I forgot to add the pure blue as well. We need the pure blue, sorry. The pure light blue color. But we add that later because blue yellow give us a green color. We don't need the green in our sky. And then pinky color. I'm going to start with the pinky color to cover most of the part our sky, and then peachy again. Back and forth. I know that some part has a purple, but I cover more light color first and then play with the brush stroke to blend them together. Wash the brush, still the paper wet. I move on with light blue color. I'm going very gently close to the orangey tone and a little bit higher to cover with some feeling of the blue. I don't want to let the yellow mix a lot with the blue to give me green. Sometimes it's nice to have a green in the sky, but not always. And then move to purple. The purple can be a little bit. Okay, now it's a little bit in between. I just add a little purple too. What sometimes happen when you add one way the paint, the other side get dry, like this happen, which is okay, which is normal and beautiful. You can just make the brush wet and put on a touch the napkin to make it dry, and then very gently touch the edge of the shape that you go through. So, and that's it. I don't want to make the sky more busy. I feel happy with it. Maybe a little bit blue this side, maybe. Just touch the napkin. I'm going to do the circle motion a little bit like that. And then, yep, I'm feeling happy with the sky. I would wait completely dry and see what we can do for next. Sorry, before move on. I just do back and forth. I really love to make it more warm. The sky on top, it's nice to add some peachy color mixed with reddish, because when it gets dry it gets a little bit lighter, so I would bring back that darkness. But you see, it's really hard. I go to touch at the edge after my brush clean, just disappear here and then here. And yeah, that's better, because I would make even the watercolor be look like really strong. So now I'm feeling more happy with that. So if you see, that's amazing. Yep. Okay. Okay. Now the sky is dry now. It's time to work on the water part. So we would like to show that everything, every color that we have in the sky transfer to the water. So it's reflect on the water actually. So again, I make the most of the water part completely wet. I don't mind that it's go to the green part of the nature, the landscape I'm in. It's okay if it's moved there, no worries about that, because it's okay to be blending, and then the grass and the green part of the nature, the flowers come on top of it. So we start again with lighter color, which is yellow one, and we cover more this part with the yellow. When it's wet, it's a good time to do. And then the orange color, we come with that closer. Okay, and then the peachy pinky color, come closer with this. Try to cover more. And a little blue for here. And purple. So we have everything touch the water, but we need to be a little bit fast to do everything, because we need to be so like not transparent, I mean it's blending. We need to be blend in our landscape. Okay, so even the blue I'm going on top a little bit darker. Try to be, even if you go like a liney, it's fine, because that's the water part, or you can do that later, don't worry about it. And then the edge that touch the landscape part, the green part, is supposed to be really dry, or even it's good to do some green as well on that part, just the base. As a base, I'm going to touch with the green, just this part, and I'm not doing more, just the light green to show that this is the part of the green landscape. Even I can go as a line there, and that's it. So this is whole beautiful base of our painting is done. We wait, get completely dry, and be ready for another pass. Okay, so for another pass, again, we are coming to see one more layer further, the sky finish. The hill and the rock on the stands I would like to add, and the little bit bushes on the stands, and then I'm coming forward again. So for everything that we see on the stands, again, we are moving with purpley color that we have, which is very far. I can go with the blue color. Ultramarine blue is the best for this kind of movement. And this time I'm not adding much water in my paint, because I would come a little bit forward. If I add more water, it go fade and disappear. So try my best to add less water, more pigment, and I'm going to apply like very gently. Still I have a wet brush stroke, but not much, not really watery. Try to make the shape of the mountain on the stance, or even the hill. It's not really high because I love to keep the sky, and I feel that's nice to keep it like that. Even more blue color if you like to have it. One more brush stroke as a blue color on top, and that's it. Okay. And now I would add some green color for the bushes on the stands. The green I have, let's bring it closer to mix the colors. The green I have is sap green, which is really yellowy green and warm. We would like to show that a little bit darker tone, so I'm going to make mix with raw sienna or yellow ochre. If you have raw sienna, is nice color. Even the brown color can come and mix with it very nicely, and even mix with the green to give us nice I don't know, it's a browny greeny, something like that. And then I prefer to go with a smaller brush, this one, because I would make a little movement of the bushes, come higher and lower, just with the tip of brush. Make sure not to cover the beautiful, what is that? The beautiful mountain we have already, not to cover those. But a little green you can add in between. You can just go with more browny tone a little bit. Sometimes it's nice to wait completely everything dry, or add some hair dryer to help it dry faster. Use the tip of brush, or sometimes it's okay. They look at this, they come lower a little bit. It shows already like a reflection, and we need that. It's already wet, they bring a little lower, so it shows already the reflection, which is amazing. We need this reflection to be visible. We do nothing because the paper was wet, it's already shown the reflection. That's amazing. Okay, so I'm okay with this. Even here you can keep a little bit darker green, like that, because that's a green part we need. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to mix a little bit more of this green color with yellow ochre raw sienna that we have already. That's nice color. A little bit more touch of this darkness, and I'm going to do more similar darker and the green colors in front, so a little bit more murky, make it darker just to have a little balance. We don't want to see really just a fade color, so it's nice to have sharp and dark color beside lighter tone. And even apply with dry brush stroke in between the green color in the landscape, and even at the same time we can bring the flowers. So I'm going to make the purple a little darker, but this time I add more pinky color and make it a little sharper and darker at the same time. Everything is nice to be at the same time to build the tone and value here. To see more reddish purplish color, because we have a green part, we have a flower part. I go with the base, which is the base of the green, and then I'm going to add more darker and lighter of the purple at the same time on it. Okay, and this is showing me lots of green and beautiful flowers which happen there. And then come a little bit higher, a little bit more lower, but the lower part I'm going to shape it more like liney. So I'm going to shape the line in it. The line, what's that mean? I would use even the round shape brush to make it come line, as a line come higher with the tip of brush. I would go like this. You can see, to shape the green grass. Green grass. But it's not all so flat. It's not all straight. It can be different side, turning this way, turning that way, which is amazing because the nature is happening in the nature like that. There's some green grasses higher, some lower, some longer, some shorter, darker, lighter, so you can apply everything at the same time exactly right now. And then you can move on to this side. Here we need to apply with some red flowers. I would go with the red flowers here. So we are on top. We don't need much watery brush stroke. We just go with more pigment, because more pigment help me my colors sit very well. Pigment is like that. If I apply, you can see how much red I have. Look at that, very dark. Between the green grass, I can apply with more red to help it sit as a flowers on top. This is amazing, is it not? Again, I'm going to make more dark green. Blue, brown with green help my color be more darker. So again, I'm going to apply more layers. When the watercolor red is the best time to do everything right now, because after it gets dry, it's another technique come. This is not impossible, but it's possible with a nice dry brush stroke. So I'm going to do like this kind of technique. And everything in watercolor is happen with technique, different technique. When it goes toward the dry movement, dry part, so you can go with dry brush stroke. You can see the texture happen here because it's dry now. I just play with my brush to show more busy green part in the nature, which is lovely. Okay, so I think I'm fine. I don't want to make it more busy, but still I would like to add some more flowers on top with tip of small brush. With tip of a small brush, I'm going to apply more flowers, which is cute and lovely. If you like, you can go with other color to make like an orangey, yellowy color. Different colors, always nice if you like it. Even here, pure red. Red is very strong, so it's amazing for using it everywhere. Even dark purple, it's amazing too. Okay. Anytime you feel happy with the flowers, you can move on for another part. I'm happy with the flowers. Okay. Now it's time to shape the beautiful tree trunk and then the trees on the background. So I'm going to make the dark brown color, and I'm going to switch with the smaller pointy brush, which is easier to work with the tip of brush. First of all, I'm going to draw just a narrow tree trunk here. Liney on top, a little bit thicker on the bottom. And then I'm going to do the second one, which is a smaller shoulder. The top one, which is a little bit bigger. And I'm going to add another one here. This one I put my finger here. I'm going to do with the branch, connect with the tree trunk, and then come lower to make the tree trunk a little bit thicker. I can move different side, doesn't need to be really flat. And then add some more branches around, which is lovely. Divide your trees into different shape of the branches, and like this. So, and then disappear the more roots to the green part. It's not the roots, it's the bottom part, and it's a little bit thicker. So this is amazing. And then I'm going to shape the green part of the leaves on top of the branch. Again, back to green. If you don't have any green, which color make you green? Yes, yellow, blue. And touch it. Start with the tip of brush. Teeny tiny. Make it grow. And make it wider. Less water, more pigment. You can use nice raw sienna. And then some bushes around. You can make it as much as busy you like to help it fade in the sense. Even I wash the brush. I try to disappear the hard edge in some case, which is amazing. Clean the brush. Make it not really sharp. You don't need to be sharp. Then I'm going to move on for this one. The watery brush stroke give me more fade part, and less water, more pigment, make it really sharp. So both is okay to have at the same time. We need those. We need dry brush, we need watery brush. Just wondering what is this color. So I think it's a dark green. Oh no, it's a bluey tone. And then I can mix it with the green to reach the darkness. This is good. Dry brush. You can see and hear the sound. I use this part of the brush, the hair I try to shape it like this. I'm not worried about any mistake. Just go for it. Make the painting more interesting and make your tree more busy with leaves. Okay, like that. And then again, some sharp line for the darkness. Always okay to tap it. Okay. Now I'm happy with this part, which is amazing for the nature. I would transfer the reflection of the trees to the water. So what we can do, just a little, take the color of the green randomly, less water, more water this time, less pigment. Just pretend that all this nice reflection to the water. Zigzaggy shape. Like that. We need to bring that to the water. That's amazing and fade. Oh, wow, I love it. And even the brownie color come to show the tree trunk. We don't make them strong, just zigzaggy, because supposed to show this is on top of the water. And on the water, nothing so hard and sharp. So it's all just pretend the movement of the water. Okay, and then I would go with a beautiful purple. I love the movement of the purple. Here, a little. Pretend that these are the reflection of the beautiful rock. Sorry, mountain, not the rock, the mountain. Even we can make a little bit movement of the water. Now you can see I move with a little bit more water. Now more blue. Depend how much light or dark the base of the water is, we can add the wave on top. So I think I would go zigzaggy like this. Try to disappear the hard edge. Okay. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. How about you? Do you like this wonderful landscaping thing? Is it not so nice, enjoyable? So try that, and then of course you will love it. Then you can make it a little busy on top if you like with more green. Anytime I come back to my painting, I just would like to add something on top of it. Sometimes it's better not to make it busy. It's better to keep it like that, the way it is. But I back and I would add a little darkness of the stems on it and make it more busy. Yeah. So that's the end of the beautiful painting that we start. So hope you enjoy. Thanks again for joining me and hope to see you next time with another wonderful painting together.